Hi everyone, I'm back. I know it's been a while, well over a month, over close to 2 months that I've been away. Um, well, there's a good reason why I was away. It's because I had to take care of some things in my life. Plus, um, first and foremost, I needed to get away from the internet for a while and needed to be with my Lord and Savior, to talk with him and get more into his word and seek what he wanted for me and things of that sort. A lot of things I have been seeking um, of him, and a lot of questions that were left unanswered that I asked him, and we if we earnestly ask him and are seeking, he will give us an answer. So, and then some of the things that I was wanting to mention here, since it's just a introduction that I've returned kind of thing, video. So there's not this much I'm going to say in this, because in the next few videos that I'm going to talk about is what is well, it's more of um, information than what I had given in the past. And I was so glad that I kind of like stepped away from the internet for a while to think things out and to have this time with the Lord, because I feel like I'm more open now to what I need to get out to you guys, because for one thing, time is running out. Time is probably running out for me, because I might be here for a short time longer, and it could be like for a lot of us, time is running out for all of us. So this is some really important information I need to get out to you guys. Um, Now, one of the things that I've seen a lot going on in regards to disasters, and a lot of things that are going on with the government and with the U.S. government here in America, and what they're doing, working alongside Israel and with some other countries, uh, what they are planning. I'll get into that much deeper in the other videos that I'm going to talk about here shortly. And I'm sure that you've all got your news about the Boston Marathon, what happened there. Okay, I had some videos on that, and I felt they were a little bit more insignificant what I really needed to talk about, because the one that was most important that I wanted to talk about was what happened in Oklahoma. Uh, and I'm sure that a lot of you know about that, what had happened, which was an EF5 tornado that devastated that town in Moore, Oklahoma, and what had happened. And I've heard many a times that people say, "Is this God's judgment?" Or like they say, "I'm sorry, not is this God's judgment?" I'm sorry, I mean pose those questions, but they were saying that this is God's judgment. If you hear this from the Christian community, okay, um, and and for non-Christians, I mean, it's no denying that something very serious is going on. Um, and so I had to put the question to myself, and the one I go to the most, the authority of heaven and earth and of the Word is Jesus. And I said, Lord, I said, this is not your judgment right now, right at this moment now. Uh, what's going on? I mean, is it something else, or what is it? Tell me, what are you doing? Because he will allow things to happen to get us to wake up, to get us to really look and see that he is a loving God, but we are living in a time now that we have to wake up, because there is evil that is coming against us and making it look like that it is God doing all this. And um, I mean, God's judgment is coming. He's coming to punish the wicked if all this evil does not stop, because He's coming back to reclaim what is His anyway. And what I had spoken earlier about the Oklahoma tornado, that's the one I questioned about, because there were so many other disasters that were happening, and they were coming at full force. Tremendous storms, mega storms, monster storms, whatever you call them, especially those ones that happened in New York and New Jersey, and a lot of things that are happening down in Florida, the Gulf Coast, Louisiana, what happened in Texas. I mean, you got the whole deal. Okay, and what he told me was this. When I asked him about, pertaining to Oklahoma, I said, I had to stop for a minute. I said, Lord, what is exactly going on? And the words that came to me was technology, fallen, and military. Okay, so that's the words he gave me. And so I thought, yeah, I understood what he was talking about with those few words. Because the technology that he was referring to was the technology that was given to the military and the government and the elites that are in control of this world right now. They are using this technology that was given to them by the fallen angels and Satan, okay, or Lucifer, what do you want to call him. So, and that's one of them. And there's also, I want to mention, to bring up actually who is behind all this, to break open the mystery, what all was behind all this, doing these things to us all, really. And in the news lately, Obama's been pushing the surveillance agenda. Actually, he was promoting it more on. If you've seen that, if anyone sees the show Charlie Rose on a public broadcasting program, I just happened to have been flipping through the TV one night and happened to come up on his show, and Obama was on it. Well, you don't just happen on things just by accident, and I think I was meant to listen in on it. So I really don't like listening to the guy, but I listened in on what he had to say, and everything that he mentioned was that he was saying that they weren't listening in on our phone calls, which was a lie, and plus other things. And basically, in his conversation, he was about pretty much in a sly eye, you should say, promoting surveillance, because he brought up Snowden, the guy that Snowden who worked as with the NSA, and that he was exposing all this, what was going on. Now, I don't know about Snowden. I don't know if he is used by the government as a, what do they call it, a patsy. I'm sorry, that's not the wrong word. Thank you. But I think you know where I'm getting at. Where, I mean, you just can't trust anything anymore, because we're living in a time of lies and deception, and trying to figure everything out. It's just extremely, it's really difficult, unless, you have the Lord to guide you through all this danger, because actually they're out targeting us. What I was going to talk a little bit later about, I'll cover a little bit here about the weather modification that they were using in Oklahoma and the HAARP, and possibly some cloaking technology that they were using. They have all kinds of technology, guys. Technology far beyond our wildest imagination, really. They are using laser emissions, the kind that they used in the Gulf of Mexico. Remember the Deepwater Horizon fire explosion? Well, that was deliberately done by lasers, laser technology. I'm sorry. And so they have been using it ever since, and they're still using it on us. And they're declaring war on the American people. But what surprises me most is that how dead some people really are to this. I mean, they go on through their life like they're asleep. They're in a coma, zombie-like. I don't know. I guess basically that's about it. I mean, and then if you're in that state and you cannot wake up, you have a problem. You're going to have a lot big problems ahead. You're going to be easily deceived, and you're going to perish. Particularly if you're not a Christian and you're not waking it up to all of this and what's going on in regards to what Jesus said in the Bible. And if you haven't read the Bible, I would suggest read his words in what he says, like in Matthew 24:25, and what Daniel the prophet said in Ezekiel, and especially the book of Revelation. And because you are not going to know what is going on, even if you try to read in the Bible. Just try to read something out of the Bible and try to get something out of it. And if it's something you can't understand, if you know a trusted friend who is a Christian, I'm saying trusted friend, better yet, you need to get yourself saved and come to the authority who knows the most, and that's Jesus Christ. This cloaking device, it says, can you spot the Klingon Armoretta? Now I'm going to bring up a little about Star Trek. You guys probably don't like about the TV thing, but this is about the closest that I can get about talking about cloaking device and what they're using in the skies, like in chemtrails. And that's another thing I need to talk about too, is chemtrails heavily, because they're using chemtrails against us. And there are chemicals that they're using, as a part of the cloaking technology to bring in these devastating storms. And I'll get in that shortly in another video. I'm just covering just some things in short. And now the people that are doing all these things, they worship Satan, they worship Lucifer, and they work with these fallen angels. Now a lot of people call them aliens, and they're not really aliens, they're demons. So you have to understand that too, what we're battling against. In the Bible, in the Ephesians, where it says, we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but with all manners of darkness, principalities in high places. What it was referring to are these fallen angels. And yeah, well, I'm getting close to the end of this video, but this is just to say I'm just I'm back video, and if some of you guys are still there, and if you can listen to what I have to say just this last time, before everything goes black, goes out or whatever. And I just wanted to get all these important things out that I have gathered. So I'm going to upload this one now, and the next one will be about the Oklahoma tornado, and more about technology, and particularly who is behind it and what's going on and that sort. And also I had one on the Boston Marathon, who all was behind that. And I know some of you do not like the subject, but I have to get it out. If you're going to know the truth, what's definitely going on, and to avoid deception, you're going to have to know this truth. Because Jesus told me that I needed to speak the truth, okay? Because if I'm telling a lie, because I'm going to have to answer to him, and, well, the consequences will be very dire, okay? Okay, that's it. I'm at the end of this video, and I'm glad to be back for a little while anyway. Y'all take care. And Jesus loves you guys. Bye-bye now.